I'm making myself a coffee, and along with my coffee, we're gonna make a soup. Why don't you guys join in? And I got a fire going outside. I'm gonna put the coffee on, and we'll make ourselves a nice soup for lunch. Something nice and hearty, something that'll warm us up, or at least warm me up anyways. All right, so join me. Let's go eat. Okay, let's look at this soup. Here's what we got to start with. This is going to be a udon noodle soup. Beef. Very simple to make. And let's start with some ingredients. This is going to be a single portion soup. Single serve, single portion, however you want to call it. So we're going to start with a bottle of water. A package of udon noodles. This is 200 grams. One egg. One large green onion. Some beef stock. We're not going to use all of this. This is too much for a single portion. And some of my wife's homemade roast beef. This is leftover. Nice big chunk of leftover roast beef. We're going to chop that up, put that in the mix. And then we're going to finish it off at the end of it all with a little bit of crunchiness. These are wonton strips is what they are. And I just like to throw those on at the very end. Throw that on top. They float around. Gives you a little bit of crunchy texture to add to your soup. All right, so let me rearrange the camera, and we're gonna put some of this together, put that on the fire, and get the water boiling. And yeah, stay tuned. Okay, let's start with our water. And I'm going to add our noodles. Then we're going to grab some of our beef. Let me get a cutting board. All right, we're going to chop up some of our beef. Just cube it up like that. It'll break up as it cooks down into the water. Okay, so that's a good start. I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it over a fire. And while we get that to warm up, Coffee has been brewing. Oh, that's hot. Put that off to the side. Okay. And there you have it. Okay, we'll let that warm up, and we want to bring that to a simmer. So let's, while we're waiting for that, let's go back to our beautiful cutting table. And we'll cut up some of our onions, get that ready. Okay, that's it for now. We wait till water warms up, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, there we have our the beginnings of our soup. A little bit of a simmer going on. We don't want that to be a raging boil. So now that it's a little bit of a simmer, pull that off to the side here. And get our spoon. Give that a stir. Just like that. That's a little bit of a simmer. That's perfect right there. Okay, now to the next step. This is what we're going to use, some beef stock. Now this is way too much for what we're doing today as a single serving soup. I'm only going to use about 1/3 of this. Okay, so let me turn the camera around and we'll take care of this guy. So about 1/3, just like that. That's all I need. So I'm gonna go drop that in the pot. And you know, salt and pepper, of course, that's to everybody's personal preference. I eat very low salt, little to no salt. And beef stock for me has enough salt for my liking. So I'm not gonna add salt, but obviously that's all personal preference. All right, so now let's go stir that up and keep simmering. Okay, while we're stirring in the stock, oh, I can see the fat coming off that beef. There is a little bit of oil that is forming on top of the soup. That's gonna be tasty. Okay, so let's add our onions. Turn that up a little bit. There we go. We're almost ready for the egg to go in. Gives back just a little bit more heat here. A little bit of higher. I want a strong simmer right now. And the reason I want a strong simmer, it's time for the egg. And what we're doing really, we're poaching the egg in here. Okay, so for me, my preference is a 5-minute egg. So I'm gonna let this sit in here. I'm gonna time it. And yeah, I'll bring it back when it's ready to go. And that right there is how easy it is to make a soup. Yep. That's excellent. There's my egg, just a little bit leaky in the middle, just the way I like it. And that right there is 5 minutes on the egg. So guys, this is how easy it is to make a soup. Make it however you want, beef, chicken. Just depends on the stock you use and the meat you put in it. So I'm gonna have my lunch here and coffee. And I still got work to do out here in the woods, enjoying the fresh air. The sun is peeking through the clouds. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.